So you want to install a protective style, but you haven't made your research on how you should do it. What are the things you put in place before doing it, and also what you should do after you install the protective style. Hey guys, my name is Lydia, and this is Naturally. On here, I talk about natural hair care. I talk about DIY. I mean, natural hair in general. I also do a little bit of hairstyling videos. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, do also click on the subscription button and let's flow. So in today's video, I'm going to delve into 5 things you should avoid when installing a protective style. I'll first of all start with what is protective style. Protective style has come to stay. I mean, we tend to say, I'm going to make protective style. I'm going to install this protective style. I'm going to install this protective style. But the truth is that we don't put certain measures in place that help the installation process. I mean, that make us benefit from the protective style that we are doing. Did you know that protective style does not grow hair? But when you do it properly, you are going to see length retention in your hair. Yes, protective style will not automatically make the hair from your hair follicles grow. It's never true. But then what it does is that it's able to protect your hair to the extent that when you take it down, you're able to tell a big difference between when you didn't have it on and when you were always manipulating your hair and when you installed a protective style. My first 5 mistakes that people do when installing a protective style is they do it too tight. Guys, nothing will make your hair grow like taking care of your hair well with patience. Making tight braids does not make your hair grow. What it actually does is it causes hair thinning. Yes, hair thinning means that some of the hair follicles are able to pull out from your scalp, and when that happens, it means that you're going to have thin hair. I mean, if there are 5 hair strands on this part of my hair and I braid it so tight, and then there are some that they just can't stand the exhaustion and the pain, they just plug out. I now have 3. So imagine if I have five everywhere, and now I have three everywhere, and I hold everything together. You are able to tell that my hair has reduced. I mean, my hair has just thinned out. I hope you are getting it. You experience so much breakage that when you take down your protective style, you notice that you didn't protect anything. You rather damaged your hair. So the first mistake you should avoid is do not install tight protective style. Now, I have a lot of experiences where people are not able to expressively tell their hairstylists not to make their protective styles too tight. Yes, I am speaking from experience. I've been in those shoes. I remember some time ago, I went to the salon, I cried premium tears. It was cornrow, and since then, I've had terrible experience with cornrow. I don't want to even do cornrow on my hair. I mean, cornrow with extensions, I just don't like it. Yes, so it's because I was even that one. I kept on telling the person it was too tight, but this woman, apparently, I later found out that she was not even that good at what she was doing. She thought that making it tight would make it nicer. If you can, I mean, you should be able to plead with the person to loosen it a bit. Not, don't be rude, don't be harsh, but you should just say, please, can you loosen it a bit? Please, can you should constantly remind them. If their way of making protective styles is tight, they will always forget that they are always supposed to make it loose. But then if you constantly remind them, they will always revert back to the fact that you don't want them tight. So avoid this first mistake and you're going to benefit from protective styling. Now, the second mistake you should avoid is don't use too many extensions. I mean, I saw a video recently on TikTok where the lady braided her hair. The hair should reach her calf or her knee. I'm not very sure. Very long. This means that you've used too much extensions. Now, what I like, no matter how light the hair or the extensions you've used, they are going to weigh down your hair. When she took down her braids, the back of her hair was all balded, like she had gone bald, literally gone bald from that side. She'll be blaming the hairstylist. Of course, that she was the one who installed the hair, so she'll be the first suspect. I mean, prime suspect to blame. But I'll say that I'll blame the person who has installed the hair. I mean, if I was the one who went in for the installation, I'll blame myself because I should do my due diligence in knowing that this length hair I'm doing is not good for you. It is not good for me. Now she has to start afresh and take care of her hair. What too much extensions do is that they're going to weigh down the hair. They weigh down, they put so much weight on the scalp, and then by the time you realize your hair starts falling little by little. Hair loss is very gradual, and by the time you realize, it may be too late. The same way hair growth is also gradual, hair loss is also gradual. If you are fortunate, if you are not fortunate, it happens quickly. Yes, so I've mentioned 2 mistakes. The first one is avoid tied hairstyles because they don't protect your hair. They rather make you thin out your hair. The second one is do not use too much extensions because some of the extensions weigh down the hair so much that they end up plugging the hair strands from the scalp. The third mistake you should avoid is avoid installing your protective style on dry hair. Guys, I'm in a protective style myself. Can you see the hair? It's still looking squeaky clean. Before I install this hair, I moisturize my hair. In fact, I went to my wash day set. I went to my wash day routine. Shampoo, sorry, I started with pre-poo, deep pre-poo, shampoo, deep conditioning, moisturizer, and then this is the style. So moisturizing here is very, very key. Sometimes when people's hair are wet, they assume that it is moisturized. No, you can truly know your hair is moisturized when it is dry. I mean, when there's no water in it, then you're able to tell if the hair has enough moisture in it or not. So before you even install a protective style, especially if you intend to keep it for a long time, make sure that you are able to moisturize the hair properly. Properly mean that when you touch the hair, it shouldn't feel like sponge. I mean, it should feel like hair. When you make sure you do a good deep conditioning, your hair feels like hair. Like, if you've experienced this before, I'm sure you can relate to this feeling. Your hair feels like hair. So please avoid installing hair on dry hair, because you are going to stay away from your hair directly for a very long time. So why are you doing it on dry hair? When you do it on dry hair, when you're taking it down, you're going to lose so much hair. So make sure that before you install your hair is properly moisturized before you even go in with the style to decide to install. Yes. The fourth mistake I want you to avoid is that do not do any trending hairstyle. Like, I mean, I've seen people making protective styles back to back to back to back. Unless you're a content creator, even that one, sometimes they go for break, or sometimes we go for break. I know a woman who has lost all her edges, but she still likes cornrows. I mean, cornrows. Cornrows that are literally pulling out your edges, and you've lost your edges as a result of constantly braiding cornrow. She still braids cornrow. And it's not like she braids cornrow now, goes for a break. There is no break. When I mention that there's no break, I mean there is no break. Back to back to back to back. Give your hair some break. If even in life we eventually need a break, that is going to sleep, we rest. Same applies to the hair. Sometimes give your hair the break, give your scalp the break, let the scalp breathe, let the scalp rest. It's not every trending hairstyle that you go to. Some of these trending hairstyles, they are for people with very thick hair, very strong hair. You know, there are people with very strong hair. They are the ones supposed to do these styles, like dyeing the hair. I always say that those who dye their hair a lot are the ones supposed to be doing, I mean, those who have strong hair are the ones supposed to be dyeing their hair, doing all those things to their hair. Yes. Now, the last but not least mistake you should avoid is not install protective style when your scalp is damaged. Yes, as I've seen people, they're already having issues with their scalp, but they still want to install protective styles. And during the installation, they keep crying, hey, no, it's not even because the hair is painful, it's because their scalp needs some break. Sometimes your scalp is going through an inflammation and it's taking process a while to heal. Then boom, you go in to install a protective style. No, this is a mistake you should avoid before starting a protective styling journey. Protective style can serve you well if you do it well. Once you install the protective style, when your scalp is already hurt or in pain, when you are done removing the protective style, you realize that your scalp becomes worse than before. So deal with the problem before installing a protective style. A protective style can help you a lot. I mean, if you do it right, I've known people who use protective style to grow their hair to shoulder length, butt length, and all that, because they did it the right way. The right way is what I'll be sending. The right way is basically the opposite of things you should avoid in this video, what I've shared with you in this video. And when you're able to do these things, you notice that your protective style will now be protecting your hair. Yes, and you're going to enjoy what protective style really does for the hair. My name is Lydia once again, and today I spoke about things you should avoid before installing a protective style. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, and if this video was helpful for you, do well to click on the subscription button, and then let's roll. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.